Hello, greetings my kobolds. I am Ben Pearson, the Roaster Tracker. We are here today to work on the very wonderful roguelike game of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I've played this in the past. It is a game of going through a dungeon and crawling through, and it's a really fun game for this, and I've been in the mood anyways. I've been listening to books about playing role-playing games, and it just makes me in the mood to this. I'm even kind of tempted to dig out the old Golden Box role-playing games that were a lot of fun, but they're kind of old and definitely have shown their age a little bit. Anywho, we are going to be playing through here as a Naga Venom Mage. So we'll explain what that is here in just a moment, but I believe everything is good to go. So I'll kill this for the moment. Nagas are a little bit interesting. We're going to hit Shift A and look at our attributes. They're really about playing slow. So we have tougher skin than normal, which is nice. We have sharp vision that can be quite handy. Armor doesn't really fit very well, which makes sense. We're resistant to poison because, we can do all kinds of things. We move very slowly, and this makes the game interesting. So Nagas can be built like tanks, but they move slowly, and so we're gonna have to be a lot more deliberate than I normally play. We can spit poison, and we have a snake-like lower body. So we don't have feet, but we can use a different slot of armor that really doesn't happen very often. And I need to fix my RC file, but that's beside the point. If we go back to our attributes here, so I'll hit star so we can see all of the various attributes of a Naga here. They're pretty general, except for armor and dodging are not that great. Stealth is fantastic. And they're good at invocations, but it's pretty generic. Good at poison magic. Poison magic is very useful in the early game, which is what we are going to be doing here. But anyways, let me turn this off. I'm just going to keep going to dodge to 2. We'll turn stealth off. It's at 3. That will work. Spellcasting I'd like to leave at 4 for any of our beginning magics. Transmutations, I'm going to leave it at 2 because it's not particularly useful to us in the early game here. It only has one spell that it can be used that's one of the starter spells. If we look at the starting memorized spell is Sting, which we can use to shoot off a poison dart. We have the ability to hit poison, so we hit lowercase a and we can see we can spit poison. The cost is breath, which means we can only use it every so often. Our spell book contains a few spells. Poisonous Vapors, I don't really like that much, but these other 2, Mephitic Cloud is hands down the best spell in the early game, in my opinion. And Old Greb's Toxic Radiance are great. Mephitic Cloud, you cast it, and there's a 3x3 area that will have this gas that if you enter into it, you will get confused. It only works to creatures that are not resistant to poison, but that's most creatures in the early game. And Old Greb's Toxic Radiance will just make it so everybody on the screen is poisoned, other than you, which is very nice. But we can't do anything with those. So because we move slower than other units, we have to be a little bit careful. I think we'll move down to here. We're going to spit at this guy. And our spit actually will do some damage, and it will poison the creatures. I think... Oh, a bat. I'm going to... Well, let's spit at the bat. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. We're going to target the bat. We're going to move up here, which is going to allow us to have the bat maybe block us a little bit. So we're going to spit at both of these guys. This might be game over. Let's move closer. ZA kit. So it's poisoned. Good. We have no magic. So let's quaff this potion of magic. I hate to use it so early, but we're pretty obviously dead if we don't do this. Let's try to hit this ball python. And we died. That's okay. Sometimes you just roll really, really bad luck in the early dungeon, and that's what happened. So I'm gonna hit tab so we can start again. We're gonna set things up the same way that we did before. With Nagas, you can get screwed a little bit, which is fine. So we're going to try to stay in hallways more. I should have probably chose the right path there. I'm still not great at Nagas, but man, they are a lot of fun. So we're going to spit at you. It hit the brat, but it did not kill him. So let's just keep using our sting. Sting will actually hit them for a little bit of damage. Can't quite spit that far, so spit. Okay. Interesting little feature. So we're going to try to stay to these hallways so we can keep things single line. This is an open area. We want to stay away from there. So we're going to stay in the hallways as much as we can until we gain a little bit of experience. Once we've leveled up once, we should be more than fine to take on anything in here other than maybe a gnoll. Gnolls are kind of nasty. Just sting you. I should have fired my breath at him, but that's okay. Okay, got a scroll. Let's spit on these guys. Good. Okay. We reached level 2, so we can be a little bit less careful now. Ooh, we got a book. Corpse rot. Not my favorite. I mean, necromancy is not the worst thing for us, but... Okay. Some scrolls. We have no cash. Let's breathe so we can let that reset. That's fine. Got a little bit of cash. Breathe on him. Breath has longer range than our sting does. So we're going to use that when we can. Okay, let's get this square. Nothing there. Good. Let's, breathe. Okay. Let's come back here to rest. Good, good. Breathe on him. Excellent. Staff of Poison. I think we're going to use this as our weapon early game. This will actually poison. It has a little bit of venom. It will use poison magic. So what this is going to do, they can envenom those that strike it, dealing poison, damaging. So we have evocations. It'll poison things, and it will increase the power of poisoning spells. It protects us from poison. So it's protection from poison is not really needed, but you know, making our spells more powerful will be a good thing. Let's set to pick up darts and all this stuff. It's with the backslash key that we do that. Wait, okay, good. Sting you to death. Yeah. We're now at the point where we can easily whack anything that we're gonna come across. Here, even a null, we would be fine. D1 is only scary for the first couple of monsters that are you kill, from my experience. Let's auto-explore. Okay. So checked our scrolls, as we always do when we drop to a new floor. Let's breathe on him. Sting. Breathe and sting. Good. Can we memorize Methodic? Not yet. We're only experienced 2. Okay, excellent. Let's see if there's anything in this tunnel. No, good. I'm gonna go ahead and auto-explore. We have a fairly safe area. This is all lots of tunnels, and looks like it's mostly popcorn. I'm gonna try to hit this guy because he's the scarier one. The cockroach is not a big deal. I'm gonna work on intelligence. Okay. So 5% chance, and now we can do Methodic Cloud. To make Methodic Cloud easier, we're going to train just a little scooch, just up to 2 of both poison magic and air magic. Mace of Draining. I'm going to keep the Staff of Poison. Okay. Breathe. Sting. Good. I do like the spell Summon Guardian Golem. So we'll consider getting that, but not for a while. We want our poison spells first, but it's a good spell to have that's non-poison for those things that we can't do poisoning. Let's breathe on him. Ooh, second one, but that's actually not a big deal. We can't go anything, so we may as well back up so we're fighting these guys one at a time. Now, these guys normally are very scary, but they're not because we're poison resistant. Breathe on you. Some nasty breath these guys have. Okay, this is an interesting collection. So shock is the basic electricity. We're not going to do that. Libos Crystal Sphere is a really good one, but it's earth magic, so that's pretty late game. It's level 8. Breathe on you. Killed it. Excellent. That breath is potent, man. Let's go ahead and auto-explore using O. I should have attacked him from afar. That was a mistake. Breathe on him. Good. Can't do that yet. So we went a little bit too quick, but that's fine. Breathe on you and sting. Excellent. So the Methodic Cloud, we have a 22% chance. It's gonna be a tough call which we get first, this golem or the poison. That'll depend on where we're at. Transmutations. We killed one bat and we had another bat take its place. That's interesting. Wizards are a pain. So let's see if we can poison you. I'm gonna back into a better spot. We're gonna breathe on, well, breathe on him. We're gonna sting, try to sting towards the mage. And then let's confuse the wizard. It's a little bit risky, but he's so much easier to deal with when they're confused. They still have a chance of hitting you, but what is this? Wearing an amulet of reflection and quivering stones. So we don't want to throw things at him. That's fine. Let's go ahead and cloud these guys. I sting you. And then we're gonna breathe on both of these guys. We're gonna fire to hit this guy. Okay, let's throw a dart at the one that's not confused. So Control F, Shift F, H, Enter. Okay, now we can sting, so we're gonna sting you. We can breathe on you. Conjuration skill improved. Let's shoot that guy and good. Let's rest in, I should have closed that door. That was a small mistake. Let's just throw a sting at you. Actually, breathe on you. Good. Looking good. Let's breathe on you, and that was enough. Some potent breath we have here. Let's go explore here, yeah. Ring of Resist Corrosion. Oh, we forgot to put on the Amulet of Reflection. We may as well do that. And we'll also put on the Corrosion. So I'm gonna pick up this chain armor, although let's kill that guy first. We're not gonna use it yet, but I have a plan. With the path that we're gonna go for the god, I think we'll be able to use a lot heavier stuff than we would normally. So we'll spit poison on the endoplasm. They're kind of nasty. I do occasionally die to some of those early on. I don't think I've ever died to a cockroach. Jessica is a magic user, so we're gonna risk Methetic Cloud. Shoot you. Okay, come here. Let's back up one. Gonna shoot Jessica. That should confuse her good. Breathe on Jessica again. And we're gonna shoot our little stinger towards her. And again. Just gonna wait here. She healed herself, huh? That's interesting. Let's go back. Still confused. Oh, we have a potion of heal wounds. That must be because we saw her drink it. Interesting. Okay, we got her. Let's sting you. Breathe on you, good. Breathe on the adder. Sting, 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 sting. Okay. Ignite Poison can be a really good spell for our stuff. We would want a little bit of fire magic, but it's really good with Ulgreg's Toxic Radiance. Let's fire a dart at you. And sting, sting, sting. Good. We got a cloak. Let's put this on. Leather armor. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. So we're at 17%, and if we put on leather armor, 22%. Yeah, that's very small encumbrance for not much worse. Let's breathe on this guy. I'm gonna Mephitic Cloud right here. Good. We've confused the mages, which is really what we were trying to do. Shoot a dart at the orc. Good. I'm gonna breathe on the orc, and we're gonna sting you. Kind of +2 dagger of venom is not bad. I don't know this or rope of resistances. We're at AC 4 and EV 9, 4 and 10, so that is strictly better than our leather armor, and it has resistance. We have enough scrolls to read. Let's teleport. Always a good idea to read scrolls, especially in the early game on the upstairs, just in case you get a teleport. So you can go down. Not gonna do anything. Okay, we're fine. This is dungeon 4. We could potentially run into trouble here. I'm gonna back down so only one can hit us at a time. It's a slight risk. We're gonna throw a dart, throw another one, and then wait. Good. But that's a better spot where we're only fighting one at a time. Let's breathe on you. So our skin feels tougher. If we look at our abilities, we now have +2 AC for completely free. So that makes us a lot better in a lot of ways. Okay. Although we don't gain as much advantage, or maybe it's more encumbrance for our armor. Let's wait a couple of turns. Okay. Breathe on you. Excellent. Shoot that guy down. Beautiful. Get the cockroach. That's some bad luck there. Breathe and shoot. Excellent. Get this guy dead. Good. We're gonna come here, let him come closer, and then breathe on him. Excellent. Kaz, not the god that we want. Kaz is a fun god, but that's not what we are wanting at the moment. Okay. Fire a dart, and then sting you. Excellent. So, what's our meth cloud is at 13%. I think we gotta get the toxic radiance. Let's get the toxic radiance. And then, actually, we'll get the Guardian as well. That's all of the spells that we can get for now. The Guardian will need just a scooch of Hex and a scooch of Summons. K equals K2. Because it needs Hexes and Summoning. So we'll get just a little bit, which will allow us to do that. I kind of wish we had it now. A necrophage is one creature that is immune to poison. So we're going to use our flame wand on it. Flame wands are pretty weak. Good. They do well enough. Are you resistant? Is that your deal? Immune to blinding, mindless, small. It's resistant to poison. Yeah, so we can't meth it. We're just gonna sting it. Hope we can get some poison, which we did. Excellent. Poison you. Fire a dart. Sting, sting. Let's back up one. Good. Back up again. You can see they often will come closer. You really can't retreat very well from combat as a Naga, which is going to inform our god selection quite a bit. Going to pick a god that works well with that. Excellent. Breathe on you, sting, sting. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Guardian Golem we could do now if we had to. Ooh. Centaurs are gonna be annoying. So what we're gonna do is come to here, and then we're gonna ZF Methetic Cloud it so it's confused. Then breathe on it. Then sting it. And beat it down. Beautiful. Don't like wizards, they're annoying. Let's breathe towards this guy. Sting. Sting towards the iguana. Let's breathe in that direction, okay. So this is a good time for another meth cloud to continue the confusion. And we successfully confused both critters, excellent. We're gonna sting towards the orc, and we'll just beat the orc down. We're stinging towards the orc so that way we could at least hit something. We do have Toxic Radiance that's not bad. We can use if we need to. Hexes is still going to go up a little bit. Glowing Scarf of Invisibility. Hello. I don't think we're likely to use that. Is this Shadow Imp immune to poison? It's resistant to poison. So we have our Flame Wand. I think we'll try tackling the same strategy. Imps are kind of annoying. Good. Sting seems to work reasonably well. Beautiful. So we got two critters here. We're going to use the Toxic Radiance for the first time. So you can see that both of these guys are double poisoned. So for a short period of time, it will hurt everything. Now, this Phantom will be annoying. Let's go ahead and use our Guardian. Boy, it does not want me to use my Guardian, does it? Glad that we got that thing. For Magic users, those are some of the toughest things you can find early game. So we're going to go ahead and Toxic Radiance these guys. That'll surely take care of them. No problem. Sting, breathe, good. Spider form might be a good thing. It doesn't really gain us much beyond what we already have, though. But it's definitely something to consider. How are we gonna get this guy? So, I don't want him to shoot us, so I'm actually gonna move closer to him, and then we're gonna use Methodic Cloud. He's confused now, so he can't shoot us. And then we're going to Toxic Radiance. And do it again. That's gonna poison him. And can we breathe on him? Yeah. Excellent. And we found the temple. Okay. And this is the god that we're gonna get. Cheibriados. So let's take a look at here. Cheibriados slightly slows your movement. That doesn't sound good. Supports your attributes. This will mean that these attributes, strength, intelligence, and dexterity, will increase. And that allows us to use heavier armor and to use spells better. It allows us to effectively combine a magic user and a warrior pretty effectively. You can't quite do both, but you can do pretty good. You can use a lot heavier armor than you would otherwise. Slows the effect of poison on us, that's nice. And then there's a bunch of abilities, which I've actually never really used. Bend time to slow others, slow the creatures down near us, warp the flow of time around you, inflict damage on those overly hasty, and step out of the flow of time. Those are all some pretty handy get out of jail free cards. So we're just gonna do this. Now our movement speed is even slower. It's only our movement speed, not our attack speed. That was the last thing we found here? Well, that's fine. So, what does all of this mean? Well, now we can do this, and you can see our attributes went up. Let's breathe, sting, sting. This is a guardian golem moment. Let's fire a wand of flame, because he is susceptible to flame. We should have kept going with the flame. We almost had him dead. I really should have found a different staircase. I wasn't ready for this guy. This guy's the third hardest early. Okay. Well, we're gonna try one more time. Need to take it nice and slow. Follow the ways. We're gonna follow a similar pattern. Although that was a nice auto explore a little bit. Because, you know, a spiral. We're still following the spiral, although we found a first way out. Let's breathe on you. Okay. Wait. Let's set up our pickups. Got chainmail. We should use that dagger. Let's breathe on the bat. Bat's probably dead. Definitely dead now. 2 pips of poison on a bat is almost certain death. We're gonna use the dagger for now. So we're gonna come this way because there'll be less opportunity to be seen. I'm gonna come here, wait a few scoots. There we go, we got our breath back. Let's just sting you, okay? Breathe on you. Sting, sting, and you're good. We have leather armor. Let's go ahead and take that. Breathe. Sting, sting, sting. back up so we're only ever fighting one. Okay. Breathe on you. You're dead. Excellent. Got some more robes. So far it's good, and we're now at the point where we're not too worried about Dungeon 1. Good. Excellent. Poison, poison, whack a few times. Good. Breathe. Good. Sting you. We will increase intelligence because we are relying on magic. So Methodic Cloud will be... Let's go ahead and memorize it, and we're gonna get just a scooch just to make this a little bit less likely to fail. So we have some form of an unknown god. We're not gonna do that because we want to be Cheibriados. Cheibriados is really nice for a Naga because you gain piety for any time you kill something that's slower than you are. And, you know, Cheibriados slows you down, so that's a little bit more likely to happen. But, you know, we'll gain even further effects because we're already going slow. As long as we don't run into anything too crazy, we'll be fine here. Too crazy would be like Sigmund. Breathe on you. A little bit of poison, but that's not gonna hurt us much. Breathe on you. Excellent. Some potent breath. I have an amulet of some kind. Interesting. Let's see what amulet we got here. Regeneration will be pretty good for us early game. Oh, we got some gloves. We can wear gloves. And they're decent ones. +2. So 3 extra AC as a result. Okay. Let's go down. Breathe on you. Sting, sting. Wait a little bit. Excellent. Not much to show here, so we're gonna keep going. So we have a couple of gods here. This is the god of dancing and the god, one of the good gods. Don't remember the details. I've never actually been, there's 3 of them that are the good gods. And I have yet to really give a serious attempt. Let's keep stinging you. How's our Methodic Cloud? Is 22%, so if we run into something dangerous, we will use Methodic Cloud. Gozag is the god of greed. Very fun god to play. Can be very useful. You can, it converts all of the dead enemies into money. And money is the way that you do anything in the game. Something in there, but... Oh, okay. That's how you get there. Brand weapon. Interesting. Might get the magic mapping just in case. It's pretty expensive though. No. Magic mapping, you don't always need it, but when you need it, it's handy to have. But just knowing that it's available will be good. Positive energy, not really the best thing, but it can help. Protects against some of the dark stuff. Okay, let's go back down to D4. And we're gonna read Scroll of Fear. Interesting. Well, fear can be helpful for us. Breathe. Coming to you. Sting, good. 21%. Hopefully we can lower that just a scooch more. Breathe, and that's good enough. Good. Adder is here. Let's let it wander a little bit closer. Miss the adder. Huh. 53% chance to hit. So we have a Wand of Charming. Okay. So we can have creatures become one with us. Worms are not hard. I'm not even going to use a dart because there are a limit to the number of those that we can use. The trick with a worm, though, is they hit pretty rough, but they won't kill you because they're very slow. Okay, got our mana recovered. Breathe on him, kill him. Some nasty breath we got there. An early game Naga would be brutal. Okay. Come on, there we go. Luckily, Nagas, I think the earliest they can appear is in layer 2. You're pretty deep by that point in time, and even then you won't face many, and you won't face the harder ones. Ignite Poison would be good for us. Sticky Flame is a lot of fun too, if we go the fire magic route. We're gonna go ahead and memorize the Toxic Radiance at this point in time. So Mephetic Cloud is still risky, but it's a low chance. It just means there's low chance of failure, but if it fails, it's gonna fail hard. But I have a feeling a poison spell is gonna fail in such a way that... So if you cast a spell that's too hard, some kind of magical bad stuff will happen, and I have a feeling that it'll be something poison related, which means it's probably not that big of a deal for us. Every staircase is in the same area. I'm gonna back off from there. That's too open. This feels a little bit better. Nothing there yet. We're gonna fire a dart to get this guy's attention. Breathe and sting it to death. Good. Yeah, we have enough darts now. The darts are just basically to get their attention. If they are poisoned, so much the better. Imps are a pain. We're gonna keep throwing sting at it until it dies. Good. So every path goes through this forest from here on out. The knoll won't be too bad, but the knoll border is a little bit of a pain. I'm gonna go ahead and confusion that. Let's toxic radiance. Yeah, it's risky. Nothing happened because we didn't have enough magic. I'm gonna come over here. Okay, we're gonna Methodic Cloud right there. And then this would be a really good opportunity to Toxic Radiance. High risk of failure, but it worked. We're weak. I don't know why that is. Let's throw some poison around. So everything here has some degree of poison. We're gonna fire a dart at the stuff that's less poisoned, which seems to be this guy. Let's go ahead and sting these guys. He's close to me, he's confused, and I have a dagger, so we're just gonna slit his throat, basically. That's how that works. So it's down to 17%, that's really good. We have an adder, let's go ahead and throw some poison at him. I'm gonna back away. Oh, he died, good. Amulet of Faith. We'll keep the regeneration for now, but I'm gonna keep the faith around because they're often some of the better stuff. I don't want to deal with the phantom right now. The phantoms can be very nasty. Hang on one sec. So it looks like I will have to be cutting this short, unfortunately, but let's finish this level off at least. Iguanas can be nasty. Let's go ahead and fire that at him. And then I'm gonna breathe on him. It's blocked by a plant. Sting, whack. The ogre, we really don't want to mess with you. So we're gonna fire this there. I'm actually gonna read Fear because I do not want to deal with these guys right now. Not all of them at once. I'm gonna keep backing out until we hit right in the center because there's always guaranteed to be a cloud in the center, and that did not work either. Can we mind burst you? We'll try that. I think we can survive one hit at least from the ogre, so let's try stinging him. Okay. So we're gonna back away and recharge our mana. good enough. We can confuse you, which didn't work. Breathe some poison. Keep stinging. Good. Just an orc. Let's let him come closer and greet him with our friendly breath. The adder is going to cause us some issues, but we'll breathe on him. So this is interesting. I think the winning move to do is to confuse that guy. Then we're going to risk. Yes. Poison everybody. Keep the guy far away. He's no longer confused, but he's pretty heavily poisoned. We don't have any more magic, so let's just whack him. Can't breathe. Killed the ogre, good. So we're gonna kill the hound. And then we'll sting this guy. Let's go ahead and confuse him. Breathe on him. Sting, sting. Good. The phantom woke up. Dadgum. I forgot Methodic Cloud is really noisy. I don't want to face that phantom right now. So we could... No, Mind Burst won't work on it. Charming won't work on it. Let's try... it's a teleportation. Honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exclude this to remember that we didn't finish this floor. And we're going to go down to the next floor, but that will have to wait for another time, unfortunately. Thank you guys much for joining me. Let me know what questions or comments you guys have, and I will be continuing this later. Take care, guys.